Manila Mayor Isko Moreno ramps up his criticisms against Vice President Leni Robredo, challenging her to deny her camp's attempts to get him and others to withdraw.
I challenge the Honorable Vice President Leni Robredo. Deny nyo na hindi nyo kami pinaatras. Na hindi nyo pinaatras si Norberto Gonzales, hindi nyo pinaatras si Senator Ping. Ang tanong ko, bakit kayo lang ba ang may karapatang tumakbo?
In an interview in Bohol Wednesday, April 20, Moreno calls Robredo the godmother of bullies. Earlier, Moreno, Senator Ping Lacson, and Bert Gonzales held a joint press conference saying they were asked to back out of the presidential race by Robredo's camp. Robredo spokesman Barry Gutierrez denies there are official active efforts from their camp, but says there might be third parties encouraging them to join forces. But Moreno wants the denial to come from Robredo herself. Various sources across political camps confirmed there are indeed back-channel talks between Robredo emissaries and camps of Moreno, Lacson, and Pacquiao to get them to back out and join forces with the vice president. But Robredo herself has never publicly called on any of her rivals to withdraw. Senator Manny Pacquiao, who was invited to attend the joint press con but was unable to, says the discussion did not originally include bringing someone down or asking anyone to withdraw. The Comelec First Division junks the last disqualification case against presidential bet Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. The First Division unanimously votes to dismiss the petition filed by Ilocano Napudno, whose lawyer is former elections chief and 1987 Constitution framer Christian Monsod. The First Division is composed of Commissioners Socorro Inting, Aimee Ferolino, and Amy Torrefranca Neri. Petitioners can appeal the ruling in the en banc, which is composed of the chairman and 6 commissioners. But Commissioner George Garcia, Marcos's former lawyer, is expected to inhibit himself from the en banc review. In dismissing the petition, the Comelec's First Division denies the arguments that Marcos Jr.'s non-filing of income tax returns is a crime of moral turpitude. Before her retirement, former Commissioner Rowena Guanzon voted to disqualify Marcos Jr., saying his non-filing of income tax returns for 4 years is a crime of moral turpitude. It also denies the former senator was convicted of a crime that carries a jail sentence of 18 months. The First Division also denies Marcos Jr. is disqualified from public office as a consequence of his conviction under the tax code.
Need more context, clarity, and perspective? Get the full picture with Rappler Plus. With exclusive content and events, you'll get an opportunity to discuss issues with reporters, experts, and featured guests while helping Rappler continue its fearless journalism. Join now.
Education Secretary Leonor Briones says the current administration should not be blamed for the supposed learning crisis recently exposed by some teenage TV contestants' lack of knowledge of basic historical facts. The Department of Education or DepEd chief stresses at a press briefing on Tuesday, April 19, problems like this were just passed on to them by previous administrations. A viral clip from reality show Pinoy Big Brother shows teen contestants answering a question on the popular collective name of the priests who were executed during the Spanish rule: Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinto Zamora. The housemates answer MaJo then MaJoHa, but the correct answer is Gomburza. Briones says the DepEd only faithfully implemented the curriculum that was passed on to them. The incident sparked calls for the government to bring back history classes to high school programs in the country after these were removed through a DepEd order in 2014 under the Aquino administration. Presidential aspirant Isko Moreno's long-term vision for the Philippines under his watch is to turn it into the next Singapore. The Manila mayor shares this during his one-on-one interview on his plans for his first 100 days if elected with the Philippines' first Nobel laureate, Rappler CEO Maria Ressa. Moreno says he would start by fixing the bureaucracy, citing his decades-long experience as Manila mayor. He adds he will instill order by ensuring laws are enforced without exception to any class or person. Moreno also alludes to the rise of rabid disinformation networks bent on vilifying government critics, which presidential race frontrunner Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has benefited from the most.
Marami na bulag. Because there's too much smoke screen. Can you imagine? We've voted, chosen through democratic processes on the premise of sinabi lang. Napanood ko lang. And that's what
But I'm worried, not as a candidate, but as a citizen.
Actor Ezra Miller is arrested in Hawaii again, this time for second-degree assault. The arrest comes less than a month after they were arrested for harassment and disorderly conduct on March 28. The Hawaii Police Department says Ezra was arrested on Tuesday, April 19, after patrol officers responded to reports of an assault at a get-together. Ezra allegedly became angry after being asked to leave and threw a chair, hitting a 26-year-old woman on the forehead, giving her a half-inch cut. The actor is in the film Fantastic Beasts: The Secret of Dumbledore, which recently premiered, and they are also set to headline the film The Flash in 2023. Meanwhile, actor Johnny Depp testifies on Tuesday, April 19, he never struck his ex-wife Amber Heard. Depp challenges her accusations in a $50 million defamation case to correct the public's perception. Depp, 58, alleges Heard, 35, defamed him when she wrote a December 2018 opinion piece in the Washington Post about being a survivor of domestic abuse. Heard, known for roles in Aquaman and Justice League, has brought her own libel claim against Depp, saying he smeared her name by calling her a liar. Heard's counterclaim, seeking $100 million in damages, will be decided as part of the trial.